Good morning and welcome. Today with me is Francisca, a relative of one of our patients, and she's here to talk about her experience of the bereavement care and support that she has received from Msunduzi Hospice. We welcome Francisca and we ask that she share with us this morning a little bit about what she has gone through. Francisca, welcome. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Hello, my name is Francisca Jim. I'm 40 years old. I come from Zimbabwe. I'm here to share a little bit of what I've gone through with my mom being diagnosed with cancer stage 4. It was a gastro one, and it had spread to the bones also. So, yeah, we started the journey from there. She started with the leg, and then we couldn't figure out what was wrong with the leg. We went to the doctors, they couldn't see until the leg broke during the night. We had to call the paramedics. They came and helped us, took us to the hospital. At first it was not there. We went there, they said this fracture, we need to run some few tests. So they did, and they called us we need to talk more about the test. So we went in. They told us they found a trace of cancer, but they are not really sure. What they can do for us is just to transfer my mom from North Hospital to Grace Hospital. There they've got better facilities to test what type of cancer and which stage it is. So they did that. She was transferred to Grace Hospital, and then Grace also started their own tests. They found out that it was a gastro one, and it already spread to the bones. It was only stage 4. They couldn't help with anything. And they did an op on her leg so that she can be independent, like walking on her own, going to the toilet by herself. So after that, at Grace Hospital, we met also a lovely doctor. Her name is Dr. Walker. She sat us down, me and my sister, and tell us all about cancer because we didn't know anything. So she told us hair cancer already spread. It's a tumor that is in a gastro pipe, and then it's spread to the bones, so they can't really help her with anything. The news was so, I don't know how I can put it. We thought we are going to lose her the next day because of the stories that we always hear. You know, when you are not in the situation, you don't really have that knowledge until it came into your situation. So she helped us to understand what was it. And I couldn't ask any question because I was in shock. Then my sister did. She just said, how long does she have? But we were all in tears. And doctor said, no, we can't say much. It depends with how the body reacts with the chemotherapy. The chemotherapy that they were going to do, it wasn't going to cure. It was just to buy out some time for her to have quality life of time with her grandchildren, her daughters, me and my sister. So yeah, it was a shocking news. And after that, she said we can start chemotherapy straight away. She went through physio with the leg so she can walk. So she did. And while we went for our first session, Dr. Walker set us again. She said, do you know anything about the organization called Hospice? And I said, oh no, we don't. I said myself, me and my sister, we said no. But after a few minutes, I realized I heard someone at work, my work, talking about it. But I just heard pieces and bits and kind of. And I said, isn't it that they only come when a person can't walk or talk or anything to help? She said, no, it's not that. They would love to meet the patient while he's still talking and walking, so they get to know the patient before the worst come. So I said, I don't know, we have to give it a try. She said, yes, I can give them a call, tell them about you and your mom, and give them your address, if you don't mind, your phone number. That's how we became to know about Hospice organization. That's how it came into our life. And when Dr. Walker did that, the next thing I received a call from hospice, and they asked me when I'll be free so they can visit and we can talk and they can see mom. That's how we started the journey. It was 4 years back, if I'm saying, when my mom was diagnosed. They kept on. They walked the journey with us, if I may say. They did walk the journey with me, and they made my life easier, because when they come to visit, they used to do like a counseling to me as a daughter taking care of a mother that I'm knowing she's not going to be there for long. And they also helped to educating me how to take care of her, and more about cancer, for me to know more about cancer and how to handle my mom's situation. They normally used to visit us like 3 times a week, and to talk with my mom, how she's feeling, what would she want them to help her with, and that kind of a thing. The first year my mom would, she was like a little bit better. She was going through chemotherapy. Chemotherapy we used to go after every 3rd week. When we come from there, she used to feel nauseous, can't walk, diarrhea, and those kind of things. She couldn't even eat. And when it's the 3rd week, she's feeling much better. We had to go back again. But we used to have, kind of forgetting their names. It was Sister Maggie and Mrs. Gavenda, and I'm forgetting Sister Brenda. They used to come and visit, and when they come and visit, I used to cry a lot, because I had no one else to talk about my mom and how I felt with the way she's in much pain and those kind of things. But when they came, I used to feel like I've got someone. I have to hold them, forgetting that they have to see other patients also. But they were there and listening. That's one thing I do really appreciate about hospice. For them, the way they listen to us, people with families that are like dealing with situations, knowing that we are losing our loved one that we have for so long. Like me, it was so hard, because it was my mom. And we are only 3 daughters, and I was kind of like I'm the second one. There's the first one, but she's staying back home in Zimbabwe. I had her here, and my other sister, she's in Joburg. So I had my mom. It was so difficult for me to be a mother. I'm a mother of 4 children, 1 boy and 3 girls. And I'm also a wife. And I was a daughter, so I really needed someone to help me with the talk, to take the load, like to talk what I'm feeling inside to someone. I couldn't talk with my mom, because I would feel like she would feel like, okay, she's becoming a burden to me, yet it wasn't like that. But when hospice sisters used to come, I used to feel like I've seen everyone, like my father, my God, and everything. I used to tell them everything and cry. And they used to tell me, crying, it's fine. It's part of healing for what you are going through, you know. And I also wake. It was so difficult, but they used to visit all the time, whether I'm at home or not. They would just pop in. I gave them like an open thing, like you can come at any time. And my mom, she became so independent to them. She could even talk with them things that she didn't talk with me. And I had to hear from the sisters like, oh, we came to visit today and your mom talked about this and that, you know. I don't know how to thank the hospice organization. I wish they could be there forever to help other families to go through what I went through, and they make it easier, I can say.
Francisca, sorry, just your mom has passed on.
Yes, she passed on the 21st of November last year.
Late last year. And after that, there was you had to arrange the funeral back at home in Zimbabwe.
It's true, it's true.
And since then, the social workers have been helping you and continuing the journey with you. Tell us a little bit about the impact that the social workers have had and how they have helped you.
I can say they've been wonderful before even my mom passing. Before even my mom passing, I have Letty. She used to come, give me a phone call, like, can I come and visit you? I'm always at work, but she used to come and visit me for a few minutes. She would just say a few minutes, but I will take her time more than a few minutes that she was thinking, you know. She used to visit me and counseling me and tell me let's talk about it. What's really, how do you feel with this, with everything, with the situation? And I used to like just talk and cry. She was also my a shoulder to cry on before even my mom passing. And after my mom passing, they also came and support and the funeral, because it takes like few days for us foreigners to process the papers and you can be ready to go. And after that, I came back from home to bury my mom. They still continue to come and support me and my children. There is also Mrs. Vuyo comes to see my children because they've been through a lot, seeing their grandmother deteriorating every day and getting so skinny that I was scared. I can imagine my children, how scared they were, but they know that his grandmother, they came later, you know, like leave her alone. So Mrs. Vuyo, she's also a counselor from Hospice organization. She comes and visits. She used to come and visit before, just to talk with the children. How are they feeling and how are they coping? And until after my mom's death, they still continue to come and give us their support and to see how we are doing, like a therapy thing to help us with the grieving and to go through the pain that we are in. It's not easy to lose a parent, and you need all the support. So I can say this organization, it's really like an angel that was sent from God's heaven, you know, like I don't know where they came from. For my part, I'm just talking for my part, because people will see differently, but I can say they were angel that was sent from God to help me to walk this journey. It was a really long journey for 4 years, and until they were with us until to the end. They even support us because my mom couldn't get out of bed before she could. They support us with equipment, shower equipment that will make my life easier when I'm bathing her. When I want to take her outside to see the sun or take some walk with her, like wheelchairs, yeah. And to the time that I couldn't help my mom to take her to the toilet, they helped us with the combat toilets. So it was such a big help, and to make my life easier, not to feel the pain that I'm really like going through a rough time. They did make my life easier with everything. And at the end, my mom we couldn't even put her on the combat toilet. We had to put her diapers. They used to help us with diapers. She couldn't swallow anything. They used to help us with Ensure, so that at the time that we were, it was also the COVID time. It wasn't a good time for me because I wasn't working because of the COVID. Me and my husband, we couldn't even meet ends, but they were there to help with the facilities for the patient, so she can live a little bit longer. We did enjoy the time we had with her. I think without Hospice, she wouldn't have made it for all those years, because they used to give me guidance. After, when it's like this, you can do this, you can find this. They used to bring also some of the things, especially gloves and linen, to help with taking care of the patient. And my mom never get bed sores because we had that special yeah, because people were saying how did you cope with the bed sores? And I know the room. I said, you know what, God gave me the angels. They just send everything that will make my mom comfortable until to the day, you know, to the last. So I'm really I'm really, I don't know, I've got the right words to say thank you to Hospice Organization for all these 4 years that we've walked the journey together and what you do. I really hope there are other people out there. If you need help, just contact Hospice. They are there for us people to help. They are there to help. It's free of charge. You just have to give them a call and they will help you with whatever they can. That's all I can say. I really appreciate them for all these 4 years. Until now, it's not like I'm here because they asked me to be. I wanted to be and to share this story of my mother and the journey that we walked. They're still supporting me and my children with the therapy, and I feel like it made my grieving easy for me and to carry on with the life. You know, like there is life after we lose our loved ones. It's not that we are going to forget them forever. They'll always be in our hearts, but Hospice made it so easy for me and my family to be where we are today and to help us with the grieving.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Francesca, really appreciate your time and your just talking so freely about the experiences that you've gone through. And to all of those of you who watch this video, just to realize that hospice is more than just about nurses. It's about support. It's about, as Francisca has said a couple of times, taking the journey with you and walking the journey with you and helping you to find that life after your loved one has died. So Francisca, thank you so much for your time today, and we wish you all the best. Thank you to you and to your family and to your children who have made some time for us to spend with you today.
Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Thanks.